Hey friends, welcome to another brand new vlog. This one is an update to a previous one called ESL Summer Pro League Announcement First Impressions. So, we're going to be talking about this bracket really quick and my problems with it. So, when I created my Summer Pro League Announcement First Impressions, I was under the impression that when ESL is to give favorable seating to the NA 7 and 8 teams, that didn't literally mean you put them one step away from getting into the champ bracket. I thought they would have to play through the entire open bracket like an open bracket team, make it a fair tournament for all the teams. Don't make it so that the open bracket teams are fatigued or more warmed up. Don't make any excuses, right, for any teams at all. So what should be happening is that these NA 7 and 8 teams should just have the number 1 seed through an open bracket, play out an entire open bracket all the way to the finals, to the finals and end it there. You don't need to play out the grand finals because that doesn't end up mattering. And that's just a waste of time because you'd have to play 2 grand finals. But anyway, so when I first saw this, I was really upset. Not just because of that, but because it looks like they don't have a clear way of how they want to decide the last 2 teams for the NA Pro League. This image gets cut off, and you can kind of see over here, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, so over here, right here, you can see that this tournament kind of still goes on. And down here, you can see that this tournament still goes on. So when I saw this, I was like, so you just kind of end the tournament right here, where you find the 4 spots, and then you kind of just stop. That's what normally happens in these tournaments, right? But you can't do that when you're trying to qualify 2 teams, but you're sending 4 teams through. So, ESL, and I swear to God, you guys better finish out this fucking open bracket. Don't make it any other way to qualify for the NA Pro League, because and over here we have 2 EU teams coming through. All right? And then there's also a couple of different possibilities where, one EU team gets top 8, and so there's 7 NA teams that are top 8 and 1 EU. How do you find the 8 NA Pro League teams for the next season? Yada yada. So, going back to this, please to God finish out the bracket. And please don't give any excuses for any team saying they're too fatigued or the open bracket teams warmed up the entire day and this was their first match and they lost. And so the 2 teams, I don't know. Don't give any excuses. Please just put the 7 and 8 teams into the open bracket with all the other teams. Don't just put them this far, basically to where it's a relegation tournament again. Alright? That's all I ask. Just make it an open bracket. Finish out the open bracket all the way to the grand finals. And then there you go. You have the last 2 teams for the Pro League. Then finish out the tournament with this. That's all I ask. That's it. That's all I ask. Please do this. Alright, with that being said, I've publicly given my opinion to this. I hope that ESL finds a way through and it doesn't mess this up because we are 2 months before a tournament. And as I've always said, the closer you get to the tournament, the harder it is to change things. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? But the harder it is to get all the tournament organizers to change things, especially the larger ones. So, please expand on this. Tell us what your plans are. Let us help you fix these problems that you have in your plans, and then we come to a conclusion of what we think is best. And I mean, you can have the final say, but don't just be like, oh, here's what we're doing. Come on. Don't make it like that. Alright guys, thanks everyone for watching. See ya.